Okay, hey kids, welcome to section 2.3. This is all about Social Security and Medicare taxes. Today we're going to compute the amount withheld for Social Security and Medicare taxes. And why does the United States have programs such as Social Security and Medicare? So if you know anything about Social Security, um, when you are old and you can't work anymore, you'll be able to collect Social Security checks to help pay for life after you don't have a job. And Medicare is a way for people to get health insurance when they are not currently employed. So, Medicare, Social Security, these are things that we're going to talk about today. So, the Federal Insurance Contributions Act, or FICA, requires employers to deduct a percent of your income as taxes for Social Security and Medicare. Social Security is a federal government program to pay for retirement and disability benefits. And the Social Security tax rate is 6.2%, always 6.2%, and is paid on the first $97,500 of income. Medicare is a federal government program to provide medical insurance. The Medicare tax rate is 1.45, and there is no limit on the amount of earnings that you have to be taxed on. The employer must contribute an amount that equals your contribution. So, whatever your contribution is based on the percentages, that's what the employer must pay. And the federal government uses Social Security to pay for retirement and disability benefits, and Medicare provides health insurance for those age 65 and older. So, to find the Social Security tax withheld from your paycheck, all you have to do is take your gross pay and multiply by 6.2%. To find Medicare, you take that gross pay and multiply by 1.45%. So they're always the same percentages for Social Security and Medicare. Again, this is money that is taken out of your paycheck for you to use later in life. So here's some examples. Example number 1, find the individual amounts withheld for Social Security and Medicare. So letter A, your monthly salary is $3,100. Your earnings to date are $15,500. So Social Security is 6.2% of your gross pay. So we can take our gross pay, which is $3,100, and we can multiply by 6.2% as a decimal. So remember 6.2% and 1.45%. So if I multiply this, I get $192.20. So that's how much is being taken out of every paycheck for Social Security benefits, which is for what you will live off of when you're retired. If I want to find Medicare, I go back to that monthly salary, $3,100, and multiply by 1.45%. So that's 0.0145. When I do this, I get $44.95. So every month, this person is getting $45 roughly taken out of their paycheck for future health insurance benefits. Okay, weekly salary, $350, earnings to date, $16,800. So to find the Social Security benefits, you're going to take your weekly salary, $350, and multiply by 0.062. That's going to give $21.70 is taken out of your paycheck every week for Social Security. Medicare, we're again going to take the weekly salary of $350, and this time multiply by 1.45% or 0.0145. After you multiply that, you get $5.08. That's how much is taken out of the weekly paycheck to pay for Medicare in the future. Okay, number 2, Sheila Kerr is a magazine editor, receives a monthly gross pay of $5,922. Her earnings to date this year are $47,376. How much does Sheila have deducted from her paycheck this month for Social Security and Medicare combined? So after I find the two individual values, I'm going to add them together and find a combined total. So first do Social Security, take your gross pay, $5,922, and multiply by 0.062. That's going to give you $367.16. So every month, Sheila is getting $367 taken out of her paycheck for future retirement. Medicare, go back to that 5,922 and this time multiply by 1.45% or 0.0145. That's going to give me $85.87. To find the combined amount of money, we're going to add those together, and $453.03 is going to be taken out of her monthly paycheck. So remember, the Social Security money is going for retirement. So when you're done working and you've retired, you can still collect a monthly paycheck. And Medicare is going to give you health benefits when you hit 65. Okay, let's go to example number 3. Okay, example number 3, Denny Carter is a single father with one dependent. He earns $255.20 a week. His pay to date this year totals $10,718.40. He lives in Alaska, which has no state income tax. How much is withheld from his weekly paycheck for federal income tax? Okay, federal income tax is a 2.1 problem. So we need to get out our federal income tax tables and we need to look up single 1 255. So single 1 255 is going to put us right here at 10. Okay, so $10 is withheld from his weekly paycheck for federal income tax. How much are his paycheck deductions this week for Social Security taxes? Well, Social Security taxes is 6.2%, so 255.20 times 0.062. That's going to give $15.82. So this week, Denny's having $15.82 taken out of his paycheck for Social Security. How much are his paycheck deductions this week for Medicare taxes? Well, take his weekly paycheck, $255.20, and multiply by 1.45%. So that's giving $3.70. So Denny is having $3.70 taken out of his paycheck to pay for Medicare or health insurance in the future. Finally, Part D, what is the total deduction amount? Well, we got federal taxes of 10. We got Social Security taxes of $15.82. We have Medicare taxes of $3.70. That means this week alone, $29.52 are being taken out of his paycheck for various taxes. Okay, remember, if you guys ever have any questions, please let me know. And as always, keep calm and keep trucking.